Illinois in Oxford, Mississippi, and we have John Mahan and John Fred Young from Blackstone Cherry. We have the rhythm section.
That's right.
All right, that's us.
So my first question is for John Fred. Having a musician father, did that influence having like your development of music? Did it make you want to do it more or less, or?
Well, like guitar. Yeah. Well, my dad and uncle play with a band called the Kentucky Headhunters, and when I was a kid growing up, that was a huge influence to me, having both those guys.
So it made you want to play more?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well, I started out, my dad tried to teach me guitar, and I couldn't figure out how to make bar chords, so I got discouraged with it, and went to playing drums like my uncle, and for me, I think being around them and also being around, seeing them play live and them introducing me to records was my childhood, and then we put the band together in 2001, and they let us actually have their old practice house, which is on my grandparents' farm, and it was monumental to us because we could go there and it was out in the middle of nowhere, and we could practice till 3 in the morning.
Make as much noise as you want.
Make as much noise as you want to. Drag into school late, and
so note to parents: let your kids play music.
Yeah. It actually keeps them out of trouble.
Give them somewhere to go.
Yeah, we have a 4-year-old and he's a bass player in a band for 25 years, and we're trying to kind of we don't want to overdo it, but at the same time, let it happen.
You lay. I have 2 little girls. John has 2 girls, and you just lay stuff around. You don't force it. You're just like, oh, here's a piano, here's a bass guitar, here's a drum set, and then you see what they gravitate to.
Yeah, it's so much fun doing all that. So speaking of like middle of nowhere practice space, like Edmonton, Kentucky, right? Tiny little town.
Yeah, very tiny.
What was that like when you first started playing together? Like, what was the scene like, or was it kind of like, did you have to go outside of your own hometown to kind of get to a music scene, or how did that develop?
We were very creative. We would play anywhere anybody would let us play. Mexican restaurants, churches, country, saloon, line dancing places. We'd turn them into Friday night rock shows, and we would just beg and convince people to let us play anywhere. And that's because obviously we weren't from a bigger town that had venues, so we just kind of created our own thing. We had a little small theater in our hometown called Barn Lot Theater. We played there, and anywhere. So, and that's what you kind of got to do when you're country, just like we are.
The scene in our region wasn't just like Edmonton, because Edmonton's a very, very small town. So then you've got the sister city that I always call is Glasgow, which is about 20 minutes away, something like that. They've got Walker. So those 2 communities always intermingled a lot. And then Bowling Green is the biggest town nearby. There's a lot of bands out of there. So when you think about a region, what the scene was like, you have to look at like the whole section of the state, not just the town. So there were a lot of different bands, and they were all very, very different bands. It wasn't like, there's these 3 bands that have like the same kind. No, they were all completely different.
Yeah. But so how did your genre kind of develop? Because for a while y'all were on Roadrunner, which is kind of a notoriously metal label. Mm-hmm. So how do y'all feel like you fit into that like rock / metal / southern rock?
We've always been the beautiful sore thumb.
Okay, that's a good way to put it.
We'll never really truly fit into any box because we're a blues band, we're a country band, we're a rock band, we're a metal band, we're all kinds of different styles of music rolled into Blackstone Cherry.
We were on Roadrunner for I guess it was like, let's see, 2005 to 2014, and then we split ways, and then we got with a label out of Holland, based out of Holland, called Mascot Records, and we cut the Kentucky record, then we did the Family Tree record, which came out last year.
Did the Black and Blues
EP between that, and now we have a new Black and Blues Volume 2 that's coming out November 1st, and that's really, it's a very great.
I got a chance to listen to it, and it's kind of really bluesy.
Oh no, it's
some soul in there. I mean,
it's a blues EP that we did, and we covered a lot of more obscure blues songs, and we did it actually at John's studio back in don't know, September, or August, something like that this year, or July?
It was June. Yeah, June, because then we went to Europe for the first tour of this year,
right.
European tour. Then we came home and had like 20-some days at home.
So we did that, and yeah, we're really happy to release that coming up next month, and it's cool because I mean, blues is a huge genre, but I think that a lot of people it gets overlooked, and it's the building blocks of all rock and roll, and
you got different genres within blues. You got the Chicago blues, Delta blues. I mean, there's just so much different stuff that's involved with that. We went Delta a good bit on this one. So
tell me a little bit deeper about that. We our region that we cover mostly is Mississippi. I mean, we're in Oxford, so we do cover Clarksdale and stuff a lot. So I didn't realize when I just only had a chance to listen to it one time. I didn't realize they were covers. Who were some of the artists that?
Well, that's good that you didn't realize, because that we definitely put our stamp on it. Hopefully, so well, we did a cover from Son House, Robert Johnson, of course, Elmore James, and Otis Rush tune. We on the first, Freddie King. So we try to. With these EPs, what we're doing is we're trying to turn on a new fan base to blues. Obviously, our fans, will hear it. But with the first one we did back in 2017, it was 17, right? Yeah. 18, no,
17.
17, yeah.
Yeah, 17.
We went in to cover, 5 or 6 songs of great blues artists that had influenced us. And we had no intention of doing anything massive or anything like that, and we just wanted to do it because we had some downtime.
It was just as much for us to rekindle our spirits as it was to give the fans something to listen to while they were waiting for the next studio release.
Right. So and fortunately, to our surprise, it debuted #1 on the Billboard Blues charts, and it stayed there. And I mean, we were up there with some huge acts who had great records coming out, and for us Southern rock hillbillies to release a blues EP and to go #1, that was pretty amazing. And we're very very fortunate and happy that it did that. And I think too it's the opportunity to turn on young fans, especially kids, to blues music that follow us, Black Snow Cherry. Had a lot of people obviously email us on Facebook and Instagram, about said MySpace, and say hey look, I've never been a blues fan, but you guys have obviously turned me on to some artists that I didn't even know about, so it's great. I think it's a wonderful thing we get to do, and we'll try to keep putting this out. But the second volume does come out November 2nd. First. Well, if you didn't get it first, go get it second too. Go buy 2 copies.
The man has a strong point.
Yeah, that's a good point. Back in May, you guys played in Mississippi with Bishop Dunn at the Tropical.
Yeah. We
were supposed to go, but I had surgery the day before, and so we kind of missed it. But how did that go?
That's great.
Killer. I sat side stage and fangirled on Tyler Childers.
Oh yeah.
Tyler Childers.
Yeah, it's up on Sundays, so we're looking forward to that. I can't wait to see you guys set. I'm kind of bummed that they have y'all butted up right against Bishop Dunn.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, we just realized that.
Y'all are playing at the exact same time on different stages, so
they're a great band. We plan on doing some more shows with them in the future.
Good. Come back to Mississippi because we'd love to have you back.
Man, we would love to.
All right. Do you want to ask anything, Mr.
Is that the only time you played in Mississippi?
No. That's the only time we've done their festival with them, with the Bishop Gun guys. But no, to be honest with you,
we've played Mississippi a lot.
But I will say we haven't played Mississippi in the past couple of years a lot. But now back in 2008, 9, 10, we were playing.
6 too. I mean, we did 2 or 3 shows in Mississippi with Stain, 3 Days Grace, and Hinder on that tour.
Yeah, back in them days. Yeah, we played a lot of places down there.
Which towns?
Jackson, Biloxi. I'm trying to think of all the places.
You never played Oxford though.
No, we never played Oxford.
So.
Never played Oxford.
Yeah, we don't. There's not a lot of venues in Oxford, so it's kind of a little bit.
I think it'd be a good town.
We've gone through like a resurgence back in the 90s and stuff, more venues, and now we're kind of back down to not as many. So there's not a ton of places for, especially rock, heavier rock, southern rock. There's not a lot of places.
Those are the towns.
But we're right next to Memphis, so.
Yeah, well, and I think we like playing towns that don't typically have a lot of shows coming through because, I mean, of course, I love playing the big cities and stuff like that too, but when you play towns that don't have, it's what we like to call the DIY shows where sometimes you get there, man, and, it's like not everything is at the
You got a PA on sticks.
Yeah, I mean, like those are some of
the
those are some of the best shows because, like, we know what that's like being from a small town, and you have a band come through, and you have people that might not want to travel 100 miles to see a show in a bigger town, and that's gold to us because the energy, people are so excited to see a band come in, and so we definitely, maybe we can get to Oxford sometime.
That'd be awesome. I would love that.
Can I get a picture of all y'all together?
Sure, you can.
If you're done
Yeah,
asking.